Imagine having so much money that you think you can actually live forever. Right now in the modern era, the world's richest people are not just racing to build better rockets or smarter AI, they are in a much bigger race. They are trying to cheat death. In a clinic in Texas, a 45-year-old tech CEO named Brian Johnson lies on a bed. Brian is worth over $400 million and he is doing something that sounds like a movie plot. He is pumping the blood of his 17-year-old son into his own veins. Why? Because Brian Johnson is obsessed with staying young. He spends millions of dollars every year on a strict anti-aging protocol. He claims he has reversed his biological age, but he eventually admitted that even after all the blood injections from his son, he detected no real benefits. But he is not alone in this obsession. The biggest names in tech are spending billions to solve the problem of aging. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, recently invested $3 billion into a company called Altos Labs. Their entire mission is self-rejuvenation through cellular reprogramming. Hal Baron is the CEO and the operating brain behind this massive project. He is working with Rick Klausner, a famous scientist, and Joan Manick, the chief medical officer, to turn cellular reprogramming into a real medical program. They even have Nubar Afayan from Flagship Pioneering on their board. These billionaires believe that with enough wealth and enough technology, they can hack the design of human life and stay here forever. Google is also in the race. Back in 2013, they started a company called Calico, which stands for the California Life Company. Their official mission is to solve death. Arthur Levinson, the founder of Calico, has been leading this data-driven research for over a decade, with backing from Alphabet. Another massive player is Larry Ellison, the founder of Oracle. He has put $400 million into aging research because he says death makes him very angry. He cannot understand how a person can be here one day and just gone the next. Peter Thiel has also joined the fight by funding the Methuselah Foundation to find ways to extend human life. Artificial intelligence is now the secret weapon in this race. Demis Hassabis, the CEO of Isomorphic Labs and a Nobel Prize winner, is using AI models like AlphaFold to design new drugs at a speed never seen before. He has signed deals worth billions with giant pharmaceutical companies like Eli Lilly and Novartis. Alex Javoronkoff and his company In Silico Medicine are also using AI to industrialize the search for anti-aging treatments. David Ricks, the CEO of Eli Lilly, is working closely with these AI companies to bring aging-adjacent science into mainstream medicine. Even Kimberly Powell at NVIDIA is involved, providing the powerful hardware and chips that all these AI drug discovery efforts run on. Some billionaires are placing many small bets instead of one big one. Vinod Khosla and his firm Khosla Ventures have funded 10 different longevity companies, including New Limit, Loyal, and Rejuvenation Technologies. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, personally funded a company called Retro Biosciences with a $180 million seed round. Joe Betz-LaCroix is the CEO of Retro, and they are already testing treatments for things like Alzheimer's disease. Other big investors like Bob Nelson from Arch Venture Partners are writing some of the largest checks in biotech history to make sure these companies have the resources they need to succeed. This movement is now going global. In Saudi Arabia, the Evolution Foundation is spending up to $1 billion every year to extend the healthy human lifespan. Their CEO, Mahmoud Khan, wants to change the conversation from just living longer to living healthier, which he calls HealthSpan. He also chairs Life Biosciences, a company running the first human trials for partial reprogramming. This is no longer a niche project for a few scientists. It is a strategic priority for governments and international organizations like the World Health Organization, which estimates that 1 in 6 people will be over age 60 by the year 2030. The science behind this is focused on what experts call the pillars of aging. One major area is cellular senescence, where zombie cells stop dividing but don't die, instead causing inflammation and disease. Scientists like James Kirkland at the Mayo Clinic are testing drugs called senolytics to clear these cells out. Common compounds being studied include dasatinib, quercetin, and fisetin. Other famous figures like Harvard professor David Sinclair and Peter Diamandis are the public faces of this research, studying how to use things like NAD+ boosters and sirtuins to keep our cells acting young. They believe aging is a treatable condition rather than an inevitable decline. A whole new industry of longevity clinics is also exploding. These are not your normal doctor's offices. Companies like Fountain Life, Cenegenics, Next Health, and Biograph are opening chains all over the world. They offer expensive memberships that can cost between $10,000 and $50,000 a year. For that price, wealthy clients get whole body MRI scans, genomic testing, and continuous monitoring through wearable devices. These clinics use epigenetic clocks to track a person's biological age and see if their expensive treatments are actually working. The market for these luxury longevity centers is expected to grow into a nearly $7 billion industry by 2036. as this technology advances, it raises many questions. Some people worry that these treatments will only be for the rich, creating a biological aristocracy. While billionaires like Jeff Bezos and Sam Altman fund the research, and companies like United Therapeutics, led by Martin Rothblatt, work on growing human organs in pigs to solve the organ shortage, the rest of the world is watching, whether it is through AI, drug discovery, CRISPR, gene editing, or cellular reprogramming. The goal is the same: to stop the clock. We are living in a time where the world's most powerful people are betting everything they have on the hope that they never have to say goodbye.